Let's apply what we learned to finding a midpoint on the number line to finding a midpoint in a coordinate plane. Now you see over here to our right, we have a coordinate plane, a y-axis and x-axis. And we've got a segment here identified as PQ. And P's got coordinates of x1 and y1. And Q has coordinates we're labeling as x2 and y2. And here we have a midpoint M. And to find those coordinates for M, we can take the x1 from the P coordinate and the x2 from the Q coordinate, add them together and divide by 2. That'll give us the x coordinate. And to find the y coordinate, we can do the same thing. We take the y1 coordinate from point P, add it to the y2 coordinate from point Q, and divide those by 2, and we will find the coordinate of this midpoint M. And here you see a formula for finding the midpoints in the coordinate plane, where M is the midpoint. We take x1 plus x2 divided by 2. That gives us the x coordinate. Y coordinate is y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And let's do a little practice. One of our 4 pillars of mathematical success: persistence, practice, patience, and perseverance. We're going to do a little practice to find the midpoint in a coordinate plane. So here we are asked to find that the coordinates of that midpoint, and we've got a endpoint A, which is marked by the ordered pair 5, 12, and we've got another endpoint that is identified by the ordered pair -4 and 8, and we want to find the coordinates of the midpoint of this section. Well, let's see. We can take 5 minus 4, because it's plus 4, just 5 minus 4 over 2. That'll give us the x coordinate. And the y coordinate is going to be, we're going to go with 12 plus 8 over 2. Well, let's see. 5 minus 4 is 1 over 2, so that's going to be 1/2. And 12 plus 8 is 20 over 2. And when we finish dividing that out, that would be 10. And so the coordinates of our midpoint are 1/2 and 10. So when x is 1/2 and y is 10, that's going to be the midpoint between the segment AB, where A's got coordinates of 5 and 12, x is 5, y is 12, and B has the ordered pair of x equals -4 and y equals 8. Shall we do one more? I love to get in some additional practice. All right, so here we got the same instructions. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of a segment with the given coordinates. This time we got C, which is -8, -2, and D is 5 and 1. So let's begin. Let's see, we're going to take -8. Plus 5 over 2. That's going to be our x coordinate for the midpoint. And let's see, then for the y coordinate, let's go -2 plus 1 over 2. And let's see, -8 plus 5, well, that's going to be -3 over 2. And -2 plus 1 is going to be -1 over 2. And we could further simplify this. We could leave it in that form, -3 over 2, comma -1 over 2. But let's see, -3 over 2 is the same as -1.5. And the y coordinate would be -1/2. And Shazam, -1 and 1/2 Negative 1/2 gives us the x and y coordinates of the midpoint of this segment CD, given the ordered pair that we have for both C and D. Shazam.